Hey everyone, Justin here. Welcome to another comic book haul. And in this channel, I talk about the comic books I collect. If you're new to this channel, do subscribe, do like the video, and do leave a comment. I would love to hear from you guys and girls. Haven't had time to really to talk to everyone. I apologize, work has been crazy. You just don't have enough headspace to think about answering your people's comments. But I've been watching your videos. Do keep them up. Always nice to see videos from the YouTube community. And yeah, so I'm going to show you, this haul is from a recent eBay purchase, and some are from, one or two books will be from Midtown. And I'm kind of happy with this haul because I think it signals, or it is transitioning to what I really want to collect, or what I'm trying to focus on, which is a little bit of the back issues from the Bronze Age and the Copper Age, and hopefully from Silver Age as well. I still have some back issues that I'm still buying, but mostly for speculation and mostly just to flip it. Anyway, so let's start off the haul with the DC portion. I'm going to start off first with Superman number 75. We all know what this cover is. With the Death of Superman animated series that just came out. It hasn't come out yet, I'm not too sure. I'm pretty sure that people will be looking for this book. It's always nice to have a few copies of this in hand so you can sell it. And yeah, it's not open, it's still polybagged in a really nice condition. The one thing I'm not too sure about is that if the poly bag is off, does it affect the value? I'm not too sure. Anyway, moving on. So these are the two books I got from Midtown Comics. Firstly, Justice League number 1, which is a Jim Lee cover, really awesome. And another Jim Lee cover. I'm okay with this cover. I'm not too crazy about this cover, but it is a Jim Lee cover, so I just bought it anyway. I think it was like under $3 each. Moving along, I managed to find another copy of Emma Frost number 1, the cover by Greg Horn. Really awesome cover. Managed to find another copy of Silver Surfer number 34 and 35, which is kind of like a prequel to the Infinity Gauntlet storyline. I'm looking for a cheap number 36, but it's quite tricky to find online, because the comic book stores here won't really carry it, or they will know what it is and they will charge an arm and a leg for it. Alright, so we have clearly moved on to the Marvel portion of this haul. I'm just going to show you the next few books. So I managed to get a run of X-Men, the second series, and I've been getting a few copies of this. One, because I think Jim Lee's artwork on this run is pretty epic. Everyone should read it, and artwork is just great. So here's number 1. 4 connecting covers. I didn't get the rest. I've talked about this cover before. Number 2, I really like this cover. How I got into collecting comic books was, I remember walking into my cousin's room and seeing like a huge poster of this particular artwork, and I was just really fascinated by the artwork in this poster. It looked so much like science fiction, and I didn't know who the X-Men was at that point in time, but I remember being very fascinated by seeing a poster of this particular cover. Number 3. Number 4, which is the first appearance of Omega Red. This book can go for a little bit of money. Everyone's waiting for him to make an appearance. Has he made an appearance yet? I don't know, but anyway, yeah. Number 5, amazing artwork by Jim Lee, by the way. Look at this. Number 6, this is awesome. Number 7. Number 8 is another book you want to look out for as well, which is the first appearance of Belladonna, which is Gambit's ex-wife. This book was hot for a while, but now that the Gambit movie has been cancelled, who knows how this book is gonna do. I really like the way Jim Lee draws Rogue anyway, by the way. Number 9, which is an awesome Ghost Rider and Wolverine cover. Number 10, and that's the run from number 1, number 10. I think number 10 or 11 is Jim Lee's last issue he drew before he went over to Image. Yeah. There is an amazing... Okay, let me see if it's over here. Just want to take some time. He does really good splash pages and let's see. Oh, okay, no, it's not on this page. The issue after this is a really awesome splash page. But he does really good stuff. Okay, so that was a waste of time. So Uncanny X-Men number 450. This is the first appearance this is when X-23 meets the X-Men for the first time. Shows you already met Wolverine before. There's they're still debating on whether Wolverine knew who she was at this point in time. Moving on, I'm gonna go to the haul is getting more and more exciting. I'm gonna start off with a complete run of Marvels, book number 0, artwork and I think storyline by Alex Ross as well, which is amazing. Look at that. Book number 1, and I've talked about this before as well. Every time I see book number 2 for a good cheap price, I will get it. I think it's just such an iconic cover. And number 3 and number 4. The storyline is really worth checking out. Alright, the next part of my haul is very Spider-Man heavy. I love Spider-Man, and starting off, and there's a certain theme to it, okay, at least for the first few books. Starting off with Web of Spider-Man number 1. This issue, other than the fact that it's an amazing cover, is significant because this is the issue where Spider-Man tries to fight off the black costume. He goes to the church and the bells knock out the costume. As you can see, if you've watched the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man number 3, that iconic scene is actually depicted in this comic book. I think it's quite an undervalued comic. Could go for a lot more, and it's just an amazing artwork. Okay, one of the trades that I want to get, which I'm happy to get, is this one here. Spider-Man Venom Returns. An amazing Mark Bagley cover with the foil and all that. So what this trade collects is all the Eric Larson related Venom. So when Todd McFarlane left to draw Spawn or to start his own company, Eric Larson took over, and this is the whole run where Eric Larson was drawing Spider-Man and Venom when Venom was still a villain pretty much. So there's none of Mark Bagley's work or Todd McFarlane art, just Eric Larson. Okay, but this is an amazing book, and I got it for a good price. Let me just check the price. It was I only bought it for about $12, which I think was worth it. Okay, so moving on, I'm going to show you some amazing Spider-Man runs, starting with 317, which features Venom. I'm buying all these Venom books because I just want to get a few copies of each book and try and sell it over here, flip it. Number 332, I showed 2 copies of this, I think, in the previous video. This one has a barcode, or rather the direct edition. 333, and this one, number 345, is I think it's the first appearance of Cletus Cassidy, which could be an important book with the Venom movie and all that. Okay, so moving on to the last 3 or 4 books that I'm really happy to get from this haul. I mean, the books so far have been great, but I'm really happy with what I've done for myself in this haul. Starting with Amazing Spider-Man number 205, which I think is one of the second or third appearance of the Black Cat. Just a filler for me, but it is significant. Alright, and now, I think I should do this. Well, okay, so I'm going to show you the books that I got. I managed to get a few Amazing Spider-Man lower issues. Not the best of condition, but I paid slightly below $20 for each one, which is a good price to get online. I would say the conditions around a fine to fine plus. This is number 54, probably my lowest number for now. I need to double check. I have a lower number but I can't remember. Number 74, and the books are pretty flat. I kind of like it. I mean, it's not the best condition, like I say, but it's flat, so I'm good with the condition. And number 75. So I'm really happy with these 3 books, because I'm just trying to move towards collecting the older issues, and there's no better way to start it off by getting early issues of Spider-Man. Alright, so that's my haul. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you soon.